Hello, beautiful souls. This practice is going to make you love your butt. Whether it's big or small, we just want it toned and tight, and we want to look good naked. So let's get started on our mat. Come into tabletop position. Make sure that your spine is nice and straight, and then extend your right leg out. Just have the toes pointed. And I'm just going to slowly lift and lower, just so you can start to get the sensation of squeezing your glutes. So it's all about engaging the muscle. So just nice and slow, lift and lower, lift and lower. Try to keep your hips square. Lift and lower. And now we're going to lift and we're going to hold. Now engage the belly here too. So tighten the core and then tighten the leg and really squeeze. Squeeze and tighten. Lift, lift, lift. Take a breath in and then release. Sink down into your child's pose just for a moment. Rock from side to side. And then come up and we're going to switch sides. So extending your left leg and then lift and lower. This seems really easy at first. We're going to get the burn going soon enough. Just starting to warm up the body. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Really squeezing and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and hold. Good. Release the knee. Go into a couple cat-cow before we get started. Drop the belly, look up. And then curve the spine, separate the shoulder blades. Tuck the belly button in. And then bring the spine to neutral. Picking up that leg again. So right leg goes out, lift it, and then we're going to bend the knee 90-degree angle, and then we're going to kick the ceiling. So we're going to do little baby pulses. Lifting that knee, squeezing the glute. Just focus on looking between your hands. Focus on your breath. Squeezing the glute. Little pulses. Good. And then bring the knee into the chest. So squeezing it in. Try to get your knee to your chin. And then extend it once more. Point your toe and lift. And then bring the right knee down again and out to fire hydrant. So now we're lifting the knee out to the side. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So we're doing this nice and slow and controlled. Keep breathing. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Couple more. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Bring your knees wide. Sit back into your wide-legged child's pose, bringing your hands forward towards the mat. Take a breath in. Relax your forehead. A little bit of stretching, a little bit of pause. And then slowly make your way up. You got to do the other side, so do not quit. Picking up the left knee, we have our 90-degree angle, and then just like you're kicking the ceiling with your foot. Squeezing the left glute this time. Again, don't drop the belly. Just focus on keeping your spine nice and still. Squeeze. Few more. Good. And then lower the left knee and then out to the side for fire hydrant. So just lifting it out and in. You know why it's called this. Like a dog. Out to the side and in. Lifting that knee as high as we can. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. 3 more. And release. Good. Come back into a quick child's pose and then come up to tabletop position. Flip your toes, go right into a downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. Stretch it out. Good. And release your knees all the way back down. We're not done yet. Let's do this. Point your toe out. We're going to do some rainbow kicks. So bring your straight leg, toes pointed out to the side, and then we're lifting our leg up and over cross. Let's do 10 of these. So that was 1, 2, 3. Lifting, lifting. 5 more. Big cross, big rainbow, side to side. 2 more. 1 and 2. Good. Place the knee down, switching sides. Point your toes first, bring it out to the side, lift big rainbow kicks, cross it over. That's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep going. And 1 more. 10. Good. Come back onto your toes. Downward facing dog. Good. Bring your feet together. Lifting your right leg up for 3-legged dog. And then do like 10 little pulses where you're just lifting the heel towards the ceiling. Lift, lift, lift. Keep breathing. Really squeezing the right glute here. You want to look good in those shorts. That's what you got to do. And then lower the right foot down, picking up the left leg, 3-legged dog. Little pulses, bringing your foot to the ceiling. Lift, lift, squeeze. Good. And then dropping the left foot, come into your downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees, jump to the top of the mat. Do a little halfway lift. And then forward fold. Just your little break. Good. And then sit down right into your chair. Bring your hands into prayer. Bring your weight a little bit onto your heels. Really sinking deep. Sit back, sit back. Lift your chest up. Good. Float your hands down back into your forward fold. And then lower all the way down onto your knees and roll yourself all the way down to your mat. Give yourself a little bit of stretch. Deep breath in. Exhale. Good. We are almost done. Lifting up your hips into your bridge position. Roll your shoulders back. Really lifting. Just take a minute to make sure that your legs are parallel and just squeeze your glutes and lift. Good. Now we're going to pick up our left foot, left leg straight, lift it towards the ceiling and hold. You can focus on digging the right heel in towards the mat and then lifting your hips up. And then somebody's pulling that toe up towards the ceiling. Place your hands down. Good. Drop the left leg and then point the right toes to the ceiling. Lift, lift, lift. Again, don't let the hip drop. Good. Lower the right leg down. And we're just going to do a couple bridges up and down. You can let your knees go a little bit wider. So we're lifting and lower. Lift, lower. Just focus on your breath. And lower. Lift as high as you can. 2 more. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. And rock from side to side. And then roll over onto your side. You can support your head with your hand. Other hand could be rested down on towards the mat, bending the bottom knee. We're just going to do some little lifts here. This is good for the side body as well. We're working on different parts of our glutes, right? We don't want just one area. We want our legs, our hips, our thighs, our inner thighs. So we're just relaxing here. We're starting to slow down our heart rate. You're almost done. This is something that you could do every day. Not a problem. Little pulses. Good. Let's do a couple more. Good. And then just grab the top of your left foot and pull it in for a nice quad stretch. And release. And you can roll over to the other side or do a fancy switch like I did. Relaxing your head on your hands, bending that bottom leg for support. And then those little pulses. That's all you're doing. Really targeting your upper thighs. Squeeze the glute at the same time. You can go a little bit higher if you can, but we really just want to focus on nice quick pulses so we could feel the burn. We are almost done. Hang in there. I know how it is at home. I know how easy it is to press the pause button or, oh, I need to go get a drink of water on my phone. There's a text on my phone or something. Stick through these practices. Good. And lower. Roll onto your back. Give yourself a head to toe stretch. And then roll yourself up. And now you can go do all of those things that you need to do. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed this quick glute practice, and I will see you next time. Namaste.